Hello and welcome to another episode of the Classical Republican. Today we're talking about a Rubio-Khanna Bill, Marco Rubio and Ro Khanna. And they are talking about a national developmental strategy. So let's show you what that is. So here we got, this is the quick write-up, and I also have the bill right here. As you can see, it hasn't been submitted. It doesn't have a number, but it is a bill. It's written as a bill. And we'll just go through this really quick. This is the bill. And that's what it talks about. There you go. And what we got on this is like a quick write-up. And it explains it very well. The National Development Strategy and Coordination Act. Okay. It says, for decades, the United States enjoyed the strongest and most innovative economy in the world, driving economic growth and prosperity for millions of American workers and their families. However, recent years have revealed serious vulnerabilities to U.S. economic resilience and national security in the form of overextended supply chains, a dwindling industrial base, and the loss of manufacturing jobs and capacities as critical capacities were offshored and American industry undercut by unfair trading practices from non-market economies like China. The COVID pandemic highlighted these vulnerabilities as millions of Americans saw firsthand the dangers of over-reliance on hostile nations for basic goods and resources. Now, these nations they're talking about, there is a government definition in statute, actually, where it mentions China, Cuba, Iran, North Korea, Russia, and Venezuela. Let's continue on. The federal government currently has the tools to boost public and private investment to rebuild critical industries in America. This will create new jobs, strengthen national security, and drive innovation. However, most of these programs are scattered across several agencies with little coordination or strategic direction. The National Development Strategy and Coordination Act would bring greater coordination and resources to federal financing programs by, one, standing up at Interagency Executive Committee to develop a national development strategy. The bill establishes a new interagency committee of cabinet-level agency heads, including the Secretaries of Treasury, Defense, Commerce, Energy, Agriculture, Transportation, and the Administrator of the Small Business Administration, among others. They missed a comma right there. This committee would be charged with developing a national development strategy every 4 years. Strategy would examine and provide investment recommendations for three key areas: vulnerabilities in supply chains in industries critical to national security, vulnerabilities and shortfalls in domestic manufacturing that threaten the ability of the United States to maintain a global advantage in innovation and manufacturing, and weakness in and opportunities to strengthen the industrial base, which may include building supply chain resiliency, supporting industries critical for national security, developing new technologies, driving regional economic growth in critical sectors, and supporting job growth and development of critical manufacturing industries. The committee would be authorized to direct agencies with existing credit and research and development programs to set priorities for their programs consistent with the National Development Strategy. And then it goes on to talk about the Federal Financing Bank, which is something that already exists, and it would be and empowering it to give out lots of money to accomplish the goals of the National Development Strategy. So this is, I see this as an anti or post-liberal initiative, as large-scale economic planning is frowned upon under the ideology of liberalism. However, other pre-liberal ideologies such as republicanism and post-liberal ideologies such as communism or fascism have engaged in state economic planning. The old Venetian Republic used to have state-planned merchant marine voyages that really got them into a prosperous trading economy. So, as a classical Republican, I can support something like this as long as it brings collective prosperity to all. But I predict it will go nowhere in Congress. Both Rubio and Khanna are on the economic fringes of their parties in Congress. So until next time, long live the Republic.